So just to reaffirm where we're standing right now. So one thing that hasn't been, I don't think, fully addressed is the cost of the cost of free tuition. Perhaps say that we do adopt free tuition. There's going to be some sort of cost that has to supplement for that, and either that'll be either more government subsidies or increased taxes. And they already mentioned that the government already spends a lot of money already, either on financial aid and also federally funding public colleges. So it's going to be highly unlikely that the government will spend even more money to eliminate free tuition. So that's probably not going to happen. And if taxes were to increase, no one really wants taxes to increase. They mentioned that Jackson, in the very beginning, said that there are free tuition countries and that they're flourishing. That's not. Here's an example from Germany. An article from Melina Velzanovic wrote an article from CNN that the funding gap in Germany was mainly bridged by the government, with the average worker in Germany facing a tax burden on labor income of 59.3% in 2013, which is astronomically high, and that high tax rate. From another article from Forbes magazine, they quote that sooner or later this free higher education in Germany will feel less and less free, as increasing taxes will likely drive the most educated, highest earning, and most able Germans away from Germany and into societies where they can take home a greater percentage of their pay. This will then reduce the tax cash and start to decrease the already financial deficit that all of Europe is facing, more than the added tax revenues from a more professional society will add to them. And if they want to use other countries as an example, then they should also consider this, that if free tuition does occur, taxes will increase, and this will really push the more educated away from our country, and that's not something that we want. And also, if the policy of increasing taxes were to be into effect, taxes will only further increase. And an article from the Denver Post states that as wages rise in the rest of the economy, colleges must pay employees even more than through their output, though their output doesn't. As wages rise in the rest of the economy, colleges must pay employees even more. They must pay employees more, even though their output doesn't increase, leading to higher costs. Simply shifting who pays the bill will do little to change this equation. So while existing federal and state investments might cover the cost of a public option today, those same sums won't go as far next year or the year after that. Unless colleges also make a change to their cost structure, taxpayers would have to foot an increasingly large bill. So free tuition will eventually lead to higher and higher taxes to supplement the increasing costs of actually attending college. And that's will eventually be wasting more, well, not wasting, but paying more and more money for something that probably not all the countries are doing. Not everyone goes to college. So in short, this money, the money to fund free tuition wouldn't be best used for the four-year public college education system.